Hey everybody, right here, day 295 of my carnivore journey. And today is really going to be about why I am very disappointed and what I am going to try and do to make it so that I'm not disappointed. So, um, I've been doing this carnivore thing for 295 days, right? Nearly 300 days. And when I started it, I was scared, nervous, didn't really know what I was doing, but I just kept doing it. And I kept seeing results, and the results were great. And then I went on a vacation, um, slacked off a little bit during that vacation. This was back in June, but got back and I was like, I got to get back to it. And I got back to it. And by the end of July, I was at 240 pounds. And starting at 332 in February, right? 5 months, 5.5 months, I guess it would be technically. I had lost 72 pounds. And I felt great, felt accomplished. I felt like this is great. I can keep doing this forever. Well, this morning, today is Monday weigh-in. This morning, my weight is 240 pounds. 240.1 to be exact. And I realized that means today I am the same weight that I was 4 months ago. So for the month of August, September, October, November, effectively, I lost no weight. Now, I did lose weight, got down to 230. I had a surgery, dealing with recovery from surgery and everything else. That was rough. Still dealing with it, to be honest. But I looked at this data and I couldn't believe it. Now, I had to get a new scale to track all my weight. It loads into an app. I had to manually load all the data from my old app into the new app. And I actually only did my Monday weigh-ins. I didn't put all my data in it. It was just too much work. I don't think it's worth it. But what I was able to do is build this little graph here. And this graph is what made me realize just how lacking my discipline has been. Just trying to make this a little bigger. So, when you look at the data like this, you can realize that back here at the end of July, I was at 240.7. That was the last Monday in July. And here today, 240.1. So, not happy. Now, it's still a big accomplishment and everything else. Keeping the weight off, or having the weight fluctuate, they're basically in the 230s, right? You can see a couple numbers here where I got into the 220s. I got a 228 here. I got a 226.9. This was just a few weeks ago. But I'm at 240 again. So I need to do something different. Now, another set of numbers that I have, and I had my wife help me out tonight. It's my engines. It's my measurements. So these measurements actually show a significant difference. So this made me feel better. But back on February 12th, I weighed in, or I measured in. I also weighed in. I was at a grand total of 290 inches, right? So you can see here I did my chest, belly, my hips, my thighs, my calves, and my arms, right? And by arm, it was a bicep, right? Today, I'm 239.75, a 50.75 inch loss. Significant. A 11 and a quarter inches off my chest, 13.5 inches off my belly, and 8.5 inches off my hips. That alone right there is just amazing to me. The rest of it is smaller. Right? I'm not going to lose, you know, 12 or 14 inches on my thighs. It's not going to happen. But 4.5 inches I think is great. The last time I did these measurements was in June. And in June, the numbers were not where they are right now. So I've lost more inches. And I think I'm continuously losing inches here and there because some of it's the skin tightening and things like that. But these numbers made me feel better. So, really disappointed myself with the weight, but my inches make me feel better. Now, I had an original goal to lose, well, my original goal was to lose 30 pounds. That was way in the past. I set a new goal, and that new goal was to lose 140 pounds. I wanted to go from 332 to 190. And back in June, that was an easily achievable goal. Had I stuck with my plan and not had a couple slip-ups, not had my surgery, would have been a very easily achievable goal to have that by the end of the year. But now what I have figured out is the end of the year is out, right? I need to lose 50 pounds. I'm not going to lose 50 pounds in 1 month. So what I've kind of reserved myself to is to lose 140 pounds in 1 year. So that brings me back around to mid-February. Now, in order to lose the weight and be at 190 pounds by February 12th, February 13th, whatever date I used, I need to lose 0.68 pounds per day. So a 0.68 pound per day loss is a very significant loss. It is what some would say is crazy and not achievable and not healthy and everything else. And most people would be right. But it's something I'm going to drive towards. It is going to be a hard thing, but it means I just need to make some hard decisions and have some hard discipline, strong willpower, things like that. And if I can do that, and I can hit that goal, first, I will be amazed. Second, I'll be very proud of myself, very happy with what I was able to accomplish, what I was able to define as a goal and hit it. It is a very, very difficult goal. It's probably a goal I should not set. I should probably give myself another month and give myself 13 months. But I'm going to work very, very hard to get here. I talked yesterday about incorporating more exercise into my routine. So I'm going to do that. I am also going to stick with my this is how I'm going to try and do this, right? So the exercise is coming into play. I'm going to stick to doing fasts every week, and the fast I'm in it right now. So I have not eaten since yesterday evening. I'm going to try and do a 72-hour fast each week. And then when I am eating, I am going to track my food. I'm going to use my MyFitnessPal and start tracking my food again the way that I did at the beginning. I'm going to ensure that I am hitting a minimum of 70% of my calories coming from fat. Right? We all know that being fat adapted is key during carnivore. And if you're not tracking your food, you're just kind of winging it, then maybe you're not actually hitting your fat content that you need. And that's what I'm concerned has been happening with me. I've been a little bit more lenient with what I'm eating. I haven't put butter. So I'm drinking coffee, but I'm not putting butter in my coffee like I used to. There's little things that I can do to improve. Something else is the alcohol. I want alcohol to be part of my long-term plan, my long-term life. I enjoy it too much not to have alcohol in my life. But for right now, the alcohol is gone. And that includes non-alcoholic beer. So I'm going to remove bourbon. I'm going to remove any kind of beer. Non-alcoholic is really the only beer I drink. And that is going to help me maintain my ketosis. Now, what I am going to do to have a little bit of flavor and a little bit of the experience of that is I'm going to continue to drink my hop water. And I'm not going to drink it every day, but I'm going to drink it on occasion. Hop water, for those that don't know, is basically carbonated water with hop extracts in it. So you get some of the beer-related flavors without having to drink beer. So this is going to be important, but it's still going to be very, very difficult. I'm going to ensure that I'm getting the fat. I'm going to ensure that I'm doing the fasting. I'm going to ensure that I'm not drinking any alcohol. And I'm going to do exercise. So now all this is going to be difficult, but this is my challenge. This is my challenge for myself. When I was being real good with the carnivore and clean and making sure that I was getting enough fat, which again, I think is part of my problem right now. I was tracking food and I was dropping weight like crazy. I was setting a goal. I was hitting the goal. Every single goal up until the end of August, I achieved. Got to the end of August. My next goal would have been to be at 220 pounds by the end of July. Or I'm sorry, at the end of September. But I had to have that surgery and things did not go. They didn't go as planned. The surgery recovery did not go as planned. And then my weight loss continuance did not go as planned. So gotta make changes. Gotta get back to where I was. And I have to set a goal and achieve that goal. So if I break it up into the 2.5 months, I need to lose 50 pounds, 20, 20, and 10. So my target is going to be to weigh 220 pounds by the end of December. 200 pounds by the end of January. And then 190 pounds by February 13th. So that will get me to my goal weight by a 1-year period. So that's it. These numbers are why I am disappointed. Right? My weight, not flatlining, but no sustainable loss, no sustainable, improvement for the last 4 months. Disappointing. My inches, dropping a total of 50 3/4 inches. Amazing. Makes me feel better. Gives me encouragement to continue. And then my new plan, um, my new plan is December end, be at 220. January end, be at 200. And then Feb 13, be at 190. That's the goal. That's the challenge. Wish me luck. Say a prayer, because I'm going to be saying lots of prayers. But we'll see if I can do it. So, a little longer video than usual. A little bit different format than usual. But yeah. Say a prayer for me. Wish me luck. Stick around, follow. Give me encouragement. And yeah. We'll talk to you tomorrow.